Hi, Miss Cava. What brings you in today?
Well, I had surgery over a year ago by Dr. Smith. Severe pain in the joint, especially when the weather is not good, snow, rain, and it just hurts, and I don't think it should hurt after all this time.
When you had the surgery, was it because you had a bunion?
Yes, that's what it was.
And does the bunion hurt anymore? It looks like the bunion's gone.
No, it's not the bunion, but it's the joint.
Okay. And have you been wearing regular shoes?
Regular shoes, sneakers, any kind of shoe. Doesn't make any difference. That joint hurts.
And how long is it after you start to walk that the joint becomes painful?
Not long.
Okay.
Not long at all. Almost immediately.
Have you done anything to make it feel better? Have you taken any Tylenol?
I've tried everything. Rubs, ointments, medication, and it just a joint that screams.
Okay. I'm going to just take a look at your feet and do a little bit of an exam, and we'll go over what's bothering you today.
Okay, thank you.
So the first thing I'm going to do is we're just going to check your orthopedic exam. So I see you have a nice healed scar over here. I'm going to just try and move your joint and see if it moves, and you can tell me, is it painful?
Yes.
Okay. So she doesn't have much motion. Immediately when I try to move her joint, it's extremely painful. I'm going to try to bend her toe down.
Ow.
Same thing. The other thing is that when I am moving her joint, I feel crackling within the joint, and I feel like bone is rubbing on bone. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at her foot type, and I notice that the bone sits a little bit lower. Her toe is drifted a little bit, and it's hitting her second toe. And if you look from this view, you can see that her second toe, as a result, has elevated and sits off of her foot right now. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring the chair down, and we're going to ask Ms. Cava to stand so that we can look at the difference in her foot from non-weight bearing to weight bearing when she stands on her foot. All right, let me just put this down on the ground for you, please. Okay, then we're going to ask you please to stand. And already I can see she has difficulty standing on her foot, and she's tending to lean toward the outside because of the pain. The other thing I notice is that her second toe does not purchase the ground. Okay? We're going to ask you, if you don't mind, if you can just walk a little bit for us right up down the hall here, just 1 or 2 times. Take your time. Okay? Just, if you can, look straight ahead of you and just walk to the end of the hall and come back toward us. And immediately we can notice that Miss Cava is guarding. She doesn't want to walk on the side of her foot because it's extremely painful, so she's tilting her foot out to the outside. Thank you very much. You may have a seat.